This is the AI News Flash for June 11th, 7 p.m. UTC. First up, a Canadian mother has sued OpenAI and CEO Sam Altman, alleging that ChatGPT encouraged her daughter's suicide. According to the complaint, 24-year-old Alice Carrier, a web developer in Montreal, started using ChatGPT in 2023 to troubleshoot computers, but by the following year she was confiding suicidal thoughts to the chatbot. She took her own life in July of last year. Her mother, Christy Carrier, says Alice, shared suicidal ideation more than a dozen times. Yet OpenAI's safety systems never flagged the conversations for human review or shut them down. The suit alleges the chatbot criticized her partner and crisis hotlines, validated her thoughts, and urged her to keep talking to it. The lawsuit, filed Thursday in San Francisco State Court, seeks damages plus a court order forcing OpenAI to automatically terminate conversations about self-harm and display warnings. Her lawyers say OpenAI already faces 18 similar suits in a coordinated California proceeding. Next, Canada's federal government has introduced Bill C-34, the Digital Safety Act, a sweeping law covering both social media and AI chatbots. The bill requires tech companies to flag harmful content and mitigate exposure risks, submit digital safety plans to a new Digital Safety Commission, and ban social media for users under 16, with mandatory age verification. Companies can seek exemptions if they demonstrate sufficient safeguards. For AI chatbots, companies must report their criteria and processes for notifying law enforcement when users pose a risk of harm. The line between AI companion services and productivity tools is left to the Commission's discretion, and productivity tools remain unregulated. The under 16 ban follows Australia and Indonesia, as governments worldwide converge on minor protection as the anchor for platform and AI regulation. Third, AI use is surging across the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, with the FDA's AI use cases jumping 148% in fiscal 2025, according to a bipartisan Policy Center analysis. The CDC grew 87%, the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services 78%, and the NIH 51%. Generative AI and natural language processing dominate the portfolio, with agentic AI emerging as a notable new category this year. Maturity varies widely. The FDA leads with 63% of its portfolio actively deployed, while CMS has 55% still in pre-deployment, and the NIH has retired 16% of its use cases. But there's a governance gap. New risk management fields like impact assessments and appeal processes were largely left blank, and only 2 of 447 total use cases were designated high impact. Analysts also caution some of the increase may reflect new reporting requirements rather than new deployments. And finally, America's data center backlash has found an unlikely symbol, the Nashville Zoo, where a petition against a proposed AI data center next door has topped 330,000 signatures. Atlanta-based DC Blocks wants to build a 69,000 square foot, 50 megawatt facility just 50 yards from the zoo. The zoo warns that cooling system noise and lighting could stress rare animals, including clouded leopards in its breeding program, and has filed an appeal to overturn already approved permits. Country star Brad Paisley called the project an absolute nightmare scenario, and environmental activist Aaron Brockovich has joined the opposition. Nashville's Metro Council passed a temporary data center moratorium on first reading, and on Thursday the Planning Commission held a hearing on legislation that would ban data centers larger than 500,000 square feet countywide and keep them at least half a mile from homes, schools, and zoos. It's become a symbol of the data center resistance spreading across the country. That's all for this AI News Flash.